G3. Let's get deep into this energy for today. See what else is going on. What's happening here, mother? Shadow word. Rejected or repressed, spiritual guidance, aspect of self, neon sign. Somebody's going to be famous for shadow work, or maybe you can teach spiritual guidance, help people do shadow work. It's something about, yeah, somebody's going to travel and help people, help guide people. Help people tap into their repressed emotions and stuff like that. Tap into other aspects of self. I'm picking up on like a spiritual guide. Somebody's going to be wealthy for this. You're going to be traveling around doing this. Okay, so I don't know if you're beginning something or you just started to get into something, or you've been thinking about this. Oh, this is what I love to do, or however it goes. It's like, keep going here, because I feel like there's going to be wealth and success for you. You're going to help a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Something about 21 could be significant. Ritual. Something about a ritual here. Maybe you know how to do rituals or something like that. Ocean. Potential. Spirituality. Feminine energy. 31. A spell has been broken here. It was a 10-year spell. 21 to 31. This is 10 years. I feel like it was a 10-year spell. It was a spell here that you was under for 10 years. And I feel like, you felt trapped. You was trapped for 10 years in something, or caught in something for a long time. But I feel like you learned a lot. It was a ritual. On that card, it also talked about religion and stuff like that. So you could have been caught up in religion for 10 years, or a certain religion for 10 years, or it was a spell that you was under in some type of religion for 10 years, however it goes. I just feel like, or somebody could have tried to put a 10-year spell on you. However it goes, the spell has been broken. I feel like somebody put a spell on you when you was 21. This is in a church. My. Somebody saw that you were a marine spirit in the flesh. Yes, they did. Somebody in the church said in here. Somebody who knows about certain things. It could be a pastor, a minister, a deacon, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Knows what these people what they be talking about. When they behind closed doors, dark deep in the basement somewhere. Who knows what they know? But somebody peeked you out here. This is a church setting that I'm seeing. Somebody peeked you out. They seen that you were a marine spirit. They seen that you were different. You was a part of the marine world. There's a lot of marine spirits trapped in church, but you were one that were different here. Maybe you were young. You used to ask a lot of questions. You weren't like all the other ones. You came out different. Something about you came out different, because you was the chain breaker of your bloodline. So you was in this church. Okay, the whole family could have been in the church. I don't know, but you were the curse breaker here. My family went to one church for a long time, and then when we moved to Long Island, we went to another church for a long time. So, but it was like, my family kind of had was a bunch of us in there. And, you know, if y'all know old school churches and back in the day, y'all know how it goes. But somebody seen you. And they put a spell on you at 21. They put a spell on you at 21 to siphon your energy. They did some type of ritual on you. You didn't know. But I feel like everything happens for your good here. Okay? In those 10 years, somebody tried to trap you in the shadow world. This is what I'm seeing. Somebody tried to trap you in the shadow world. They did not want you to come into your full potential. You and your full potential is dangerous to whatever they got going on. Maybe the whole building. You and your full potential is dangerous to a whole building here. To a whole group. To a person, however it goes, whoever, it could have been one, it could have been a whole group of them, could have been one of them, however it goes. They saw you and they put a spell on you. Tried to keep you in the shadow world. Hoping that you would stay in the dark. But they didn't know that you was going to put in shadow work in the shadow world. G3. They put a spell on you and they did not know that you was going to do the shadow work in the shadow world. They trapped you. They locked you in a hole. Okay? Locked you in with a whole bunch of dead things, dead people, dead. You was in darkness with a whole bunch of bones. They trapped you down there. But if you don't know you trapped, or like if you know what I'm saying? It's like somebody did some type of spell work, but if you don't know that they doing spell work on you or something like this, you just think that this is life, that you just gotta get through it. So you down there, you like, okay, what is this? How do I adjust in the shadow world? Oh, I need to do shadow work. You figured out what to do. You broke the spell. And that is what they were hoping that you did not do. But you broke the spell because of shadow work here. You got out of some type of hole because of shadow work. They could not trap you. They couldn't keep you bound. They couldn't keep you down. They saw you. They did some type of ritual and tried to keep you down in a hole. But they didn't know what you was going to do in that hole. They thought that you was going to cower and be scared and rot just like everybody else rotted when they put in the hole. Look at everybody else they put in that damn hole. Look in that dang hole. Look at everybody else they put in there. They skulls. You came out of that. What? You came out of that hole ready for the world. Ready for whatever. That's what happens after you do shadow work. You ready for whatever, right? You ready for whatever. Bring it. Bring it. All right. Spin went down the wrong hole, G3. Hold on. Oh, I'm gonna choke. Spin went down the wrong hole. I'm all right. I'm all right. Ooh, I'm all right. Ooh, break it. Right? Bring it. Oh, I just caught that out. What? It's like after you do that shadow work, it's whatever. You ready for whatever. That's how you came out that's how you came out the shadow world that they had you trapped in with some dang ritual here. They didn't know bear. They didn't know bears are self-healing. Bears don't need nobody help. Bears don't need nobody. See, they didn't know who they was throwing into the hole. They didn't know who they was throwing into the hole. They didn't know who they was doing spell work on. They just knew that you was different, but they didn't know who they was actually doing spell work on. They didn't know who they was actually trying to trap up. They didn't know that that's bears go into holes and stuff to hibernate. They didn't. That's what is that? That's the bear's environment, right? They didn't know who they was throwing in the hole. You was going. That's a part of your environment. You gotta go into the shadow world to do the shadow work. They didn't know they helped you. They rituals and they spell work helped you. They was trying to suppress you so you wouldn't be a threat to their building or their business, okay? Or whatever they had going on. They just wanted to siphon your energy, however it goes. They didn't know. I'm telling you, they didn't know. Okay? About your protection, about your strength and your power, about your instincts. They didn't know that you was going to trust in yourself, in your inner guidance. They didn't know that, they thought that you was going to fear the unknown. They didn't know that you was going to trust in it. Yeah. G3, you flying high now. Now they talking about it. They nervous. They talking about how they spell broke, how you broke the spell. Now that you broke the spell, what happened to them now? Now that you broke the spell, what happened to them? This is what somebody's saying. All right. Now that you broke the spell, they said we told you look good. Now that they broke the spell, what is going to happen to them? They thought that you was going to they thought that they was going to get you, if they put you in the shadow world, they can get you to reject an aspect of yourself, reject the light. They thought that if they can keep you in the darkness, you would reject the light. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what is that? Legend. I Am Legend, right? Those things they only came out at night. They couldn't go into the light. It was like they were afraid of the light. So that's what they thought. They thought that if they kept you in the dark long enough, you'll be afraid of the light. You'll be afraid to shine. You'll be afraid to show this aspect of you. You will be afraid to do these things. This is what they thought here. Okay? Queen of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn here. They did this so they can siphon your energy. So somebody wanted to eat off of your energy. Energy is money here. Okay? Yeah. So they plotted with somebody, or they planned with somebody on how to trap you, stab you in the back, destroy you. It was a hit to take your life. Somebody said, oh, we can take their life, or we can put them under a spell. Somebody thought that you weren't going to be able to break a spell here. Three of Wands. They didn't know that you was going to travel. That they didn't understand your feminine energy or your flow or your potential. It's like your spirituality. It's like I guess somebody thought that you would never tap into your spirituality, or tap into nature, or tap into or like really heal your masculine energy or something like that. Somebody really thought that you wasn't going to do some type of work here. Okay, so they plotted and planned. Queen of Swords. Okay, this is somebody who wants to keep some type of queen position here. So this was somebody who saw you as a threat. You know, they wanted to keep their position. They wanted to knock you down to the bottom so they can keep their position. But you flying high.